Hello, my name is Chris DeVault with Panorama Consulting. Today we're going to be talking about the transition to the cloud. And when you're selecting software, it's going to be very important to assess all the vendors and their maturity in the cloud presence. Many vendors have been performing SaaS models or have a cloud solution for multiple years now, and some are more mature than others. Some vendors are fairly new to the game, and they are compiling and consolidating their software systems into one cloud offering. So it's going to be very important to flesh out the details of what different products that they're using and how they're also going to implement and deploy the solution for your different companies. Some of the benefits of transitioning to the cloud for your ERP system includes lower software costs and also lower service costs and shorter implementation duration times. So when we're speaking of software costs, many smaller companies are able to get into a larger ERP system at a lower cost, possibly per month or per year on a subscription basis. The purpose of some of these consolidated platforms is also to reduce the implementation duration time, meaning typical implementations in the cloud are significantly less effort from the vendor side and from internal client side, therefore reducing the overall cost and accelerating the time to benefits realization with their new ERP systems. As many companies are making the transition with their ERP system into the cloud, it's very important to realize what that cloud application is built from. So what we're seeing from a lot of vendors is the consolidation of multiple products into one application. And it benefits many people because we are seeing best practices from Tier 1 type applications, best practices from Tier 2 applications that are all wrapped up and consolidated into one product. Other benefits can include a possible hybrid solution where part of your application is hosted in the cloud, but then part of it is on-premise. And that really depends on the product maturity. A lot of the supply chain management applications and warehouse management, transportation management aren't necessarily fully functional in the cloud yet. So we see a combination of HCM, human capital management, and accounting being in the cloud, but actual logistics and warehouse management and inventory management could still stay on premise. So that's kind of introducing a new hybrid approach to these implementations from the vendors. There's certainly many aspects of it. When you're looking at your IT staff, can we facilitate what we need to do for an implementation internally versus externally, bringing in more resources from the vendors? It's very imperative to make sure to assess the statement of work and really to understand how your solution is going to be deployed. So whether it be a hybrid approach with some applications being in the cloud and some being on-premise, really have to look at the staffing internally of what it's going to take to facilitate the deployment of the implementation for each individual case. Some tips for companies thinking about the transition into cloud ERP come down to really functionality and also deployment there. When we're looking at functionality of the software, not all cloud solutions are as capable and fully functional as some of the vendors' on-premise offerings. So must understand a gap analysis of what's available in the cloud versus what's on-prem, and then also the ability to line that up with your proper requirements for current state and/or future state.